Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Hot Desk, your quick tips and tricks on navigating the RealDesk platform. I'm Mark, your chief desk jockey. Today we're going to talk about a brand new feature that we've just deployed and we're really excited about. It's sending EFT to clients, and this is just the beginning. This is going to be rolled out in a few different stages, so it's fairly limited implementation right now, but eventually you'll be able to send EFTs not just to clients, but to anybody. Any sort of payment that you need to create through the RealDesk platform, you'll be able to create a profile for that client or third-party supplier, add bank information for that entity, and then pay them out with EFT. So we'll be able to fully get rid of our checkbooks, or at least that's the plan. For adding the EFT information, if I go into my active clients list and then I find the client for whom I want to add the EFT information, it's important to note that you must have a valid email address on file for the client first. If you don't, as you skip down to the banking information window, you'll see ensure that you have an email address. So let's add that now. We'll click update. And then when we go back into the client profile, the bank information window will pop up. And it's the exact same procedure as if you were adding EFT information for an agent or for a lawyer or for another brokerage. 3 numbers, all of which you can get from a direct deposit form or a void check. The institution code, which is 3 digits, the transit 5 digits, and then the account number, depending on the bank, can be anywhere between 5 and 15. Click add new bank account and you'll see that the account is created. The next step is to create a payment. As I mentioned, this is a fairly limited implementation to begin with, covering the deposit refund, and for a lot of you, this won't work in most cases, and the reason for that is because, of course, the deposit is provided by the buyer, but in most provinces in Canada, the deposit is being held by the listing brokerage. So the person that you would be refunding in the case of a collapsed deal wouldn't be your client, it would be the other brokerage's client. And that's why the eventual end goal of this feature is to be able to add and send EFTs to any third party. If this were a double end deal, this would work because both the seller and the buyer would be clients of your brokerage. But one area where this will work happens to be in BC, because in BC it's the buying brokerage typically that holds the deposit. So this is a BC deal and it's a buying deal, and it so happens that it is collapsed and we are holding a deposit. So we'd like to be able to refund our buyer for this. We hit send payment, we select deposit refund. We've changed the name. It used to be called refund to client, but that didn't really make sense because, as I just discussed, in a lot of cases, it wouldn't actually be your client that you'd be refunding. So we click deposit refund, we select the buyer, our client in this case. The system prompts us to use an EFT. It also auto-suggests the correct refund amount. All we have to do is click process payment, and then the EFT will be sent through the normal means. A couple of things to note as well is that we have created both a set of automated notifications that the client will get through their email once the EFT is in progress, and then again once it's completed. We also have a deposit refund letter, so even if you're deciding to do this as a check, or there is a PDF that you can now create that will have your brokerage logo, the client's information, and it will say this is representing the refund of the deposit on your property. So really pretty simple, but as I said, this is just the beginning. We will be rolling this out to other payment types and then as well to other entity types as we go forward. Eventually all of you will get the opportunity to make use of this feature. Thanks as always for watching. Please do like and subscribe on YouTube, and thank you again for being part of the RealDesk community.